We're finally going to know what this could mean. Ladies and gentlemen, breaking news, emergency video time. The Rock is returning to Smackdown on Friday night. Let's talk about it. Look, ladies and gentlemen, I am Money Mike. This is Ringside Cinema, emergency Ringside Cinema, by the way, because I was in the middle of editing my video for the Bloodline Showcase. I was going to talk about the matches for the Bloodline Showcase, and as I was scrolling through my Twitter, this popped up, and yes, The Rock has confirmed that he is returning to SmackDown, and all of a sudden, everything we thought we knew about WrestleMania 41 is changed forever. And take it from Triple H, because WWE released a statement about The Rock's return, which means you know this is a big deal. And that's why I'm wearing my Cody Rhodes t-shirt, because why else would it not involve Cody Rhodes and or Roman Reigns? Let's talk about what Triple H said in that statement, ladies and gentlemen. I got the statement right here. Guys, this is literally breaking news. There was a video that The Rock posted on Instagram, and The Rock and fans were like, "Oh, what's he talking about? What is he talking about? Oh," they're trying to like pick apart the video. Like, "Oh, what does this mean? Oh, he said day one day." Like, he's talking about doing something one day. Day one and all this other stuff, and people were trying to figure out what he was talking about and what it meant for WrestleMania. Now we know we have our answer, or we're going to have our answer on SmackDown on Friday night. So the press release from Triple H, here's what he said in the press release. "Strap in. When the final boss shows up at this time of the year, the audience knows absolutely anything is possible. Everything could change in an instant." Which is why I said, forget everything we knew or we thought we knew about WrestleMania 41, because now that's out the window. And we talked about this. Fans have said this now since the Royal Rumble. The Rock could basically show up at any point and say, "I'm doing WrestleMania. I want to face Roman Reigns, or I want to face Cody Rhodes." And then Triple H is just going to be like, "Okay, here's your match." Like, we knew that this was a possibility. And now it is, in fact, could be a possibility, which brings me to the Elimination Chamber first. Because when people speculated The Rock returning at the Royal Rumble, people said, okay, he can use his TKO board powers to enter the Royal Rumble at 31. And let's say John Cena won the Royal Rumble. The Rock comes out at 31 and he eliminates Cena to then go on to face Cody Rhodes. Well, what if the Elimination Chamber, The Rock, what if John Cena wins the Elimination Chamber only for The Rock to show up in an impromptu match and steal his match, his championship match, in which we all know John Cena is chasing that 17th world title against Cody Rhodes. Now, here's the other thing. Roman Reigns currently is not scheduled for the Elimination Chamber. So, if it does include Roman Reigns, and I don't think Roman Reigns is scheduled for SmackDown, I do think Roman Reigns will return at the Elimination Chamber to cost Seth Rollins the match, setting up their match for WrestleMania. So this has to be The Rock returning for Cody Rhodes. Are we getting The Rock versus Cody Rhodes? Is The Rock going to use his TKO board powers to insert himself as this mystery final chamber? Now, I don't fully expect The Rock to actually be in the chamber match because, well, The Rock just signed on to do a big movie, and Hollywood isn't probably going to be too happy if he has to go through or he competes in a match such as the Elimination Chamber. So I do think the option of John Cena, or if you really want to continue the memes, of CM Punk winning the Elimination Chamber and The Rock coming in to once again steal the spotlight from CM Punk for the memes. But could this mean that we're getting The Rock versus Cody Rhodes at WrestleMania, and maybe, just maybe, somehow they intertwine Roman Reigns into it, make it the triple threat match, like Roman Reigns technically Roman Reigns has not really gotten his rematch against Cody Rhodes, so we know CM Punk has talked about this favor from Paul Heyman. Well, what if what if John Cena wins the Chamber, then The Rock shows up as a surprise entrant using his TKO board powers to do so, beats John Cena, and then we are thinking it's going to be The Rock versus Cody Rhodes, only for Paul Heyman and Roman Reigns to use that rematch card to where he gets his rematch for the championship, which would then make it a triple threat match, which was teased back at Bad Blood when, The Rock did that whole 1, 2, 3 thing, and we thought, oh, this ain't gonna lead to anything. He didn't show up at the Rumble. It seemed like he ended all the final boss stuff on the first Raw on Netflix. It was like, okay, was that it? Are we not going to get any storyline resolution? But now it does seem we are finally getting something, but what exactly are we getting? We do know Cody Rhodes is in a 6-man tag against the Bloodline. So it's Solo, Jacob and Tonga versus, I think it was Cody, Braun Strowman, and someone else in a 6-man tag. So is The Rock going to confront Cody after that match? Because now I have to assume that is going to be the main event, with The Rock potentially confronting Cody Rhodes. Or are we going to get potentially, who knows at this point? Like I said, Triple H said it himself in the press release. This changes everything when The Rock shows up. And at this point, look, there's rumors of New Orleans getting WrestleMania next year. They're in New Orleans on SmackDown. So this all could just be The Rock showing up as Dwayne Johnson going, WrestleMania 42 is in New Orleans. Thank you. Good night, everybody. I'm going to go back to Hollywood. Whatever. But comment below, what do you guys think this means for SmackDown, for WrestleMania, for the Elimination Chamber? Comment below. And this has been an emergency breaking news video. The Rock is returning to SmackDown. I've been your host, Money Mike, and you've been watching Ringside Cinema.